Hellnight is a simple 3D monster maze and a PlayStation 1 hidden gem. And it's its simplicity that makes it a great game, but also pretty shit. But its modest design actually increases the scare factor. Running away from a group of cultists who want to do nasty things to your body. You board a subway train. Unfortunately, a bloodthirsty mutant who has broken free from a secret research facility has murdered a woman. The poorly animated and dangerous mutant derails your train, killing everyone on board, including the Brotherhood of Steel.
We are the Brotherhood.
You and a schoolgirl survive the attack and retreat into and are now trapped inside the sewers of Tokyo, otherwise called the Mesh. Your mission is to return to the surface and to not get killed in a low-budget cutscene. You can do this by running for your life, not putting a gun in your mouth after completing a puzzle, and recruiting quirky companions with unique abilities. For example, Naomi will warn you of nearby threats. Others are actually useful and stun the monster instead. I'm hit! The gameplay can get quite repetitive. Most of the time you're walking down a hallway or scratching your head wondering how the fuck a screwdriver could move a dresser. Also, why do I have to give this chick some headphones to get the key on her chest? Like, why can't I just blast her? The game having the ability to spawn only one monster at a time kind of sucks. Despite this, the game still manages to be incredibly immersive. You see, due to the game's low budget, the interiors are empty and abandoned, which plays into the game's themes of feeling trapped and lonely. And this entire experience is complemented by its immersive soundtrack and sound design. You'll pick up rumors about dead Japanese soldiers roaming the hallways, and the music will sound like the dead are whispering something to you. You'll narrowly escape a monster and hear echoes of nearby footsteps. It's a very anxious game and I love it. Outside of cutscenes, characters are 2D sprites and like suddenly will appear on your screen. And the lack of animation and abrupt nature of these interactions makes an otherwise wholesome event like getting jumped by a bunch of horny cultists actually very uncomfortable. My favorite companion is Kamiya. Confident, good-looking. Has a slightly controversial history where he's murdered 2 policemen in the streets of Tokyo. Has really, really cool sunglasses, which he wears in the sewers. He won't kill you though. You're different. You're not prey, which is actually true. He actually
You like Huey Lewis in the news?
keeps a bunch of creeps away from you. You can only hold one party member at a time, which is why we strategically have Naomi brutally killed in this stairway. The companion mechanic is easily the most interesting part of the game. If they're not directly helping you with the monster, they're basically an extra life and will die first if the monster gets you. You can also press the square button during gameplay to talk to them, and each companion will affect certain cutscenes, completely changing the dialogue if they're with you. For example, if Naomi has been fired, Kamiya will actually be less of a dick in his introduction when there aren't women for him to creep out. Overall, the game is a fun yet simple horror experience with decent controls and a fun story. If you're into this sort of thing, you should check it out.